What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 15th of September, we're taking a look. Aerodrome Finance US dollar daily chart. Coinbase is where the price data is coming from here. So it's Sunday morning. We're looking at Aerodrome, what's been going on this weekend. Had a pretty good video update yesterday, pretty long video update for those that checked that out. We'll do a quick recap here this morning. Things are a little quieter this weekend than they were at the end of the week. So we saw some very large moves higher in Aerodrome, as well as a very nice breakout here. Well, we had two breakouts. The 12th big candle reversal back into an under resistance line. And then we got to follow through on Friday the 13th. Turning actually very nice to see, turning the resistance line into support, breaking out higher, closing higher. Very, very nice. That was a 15% day, a 9.5 cent up day for Aerodrome. Very nice to see. Well, let's zoom in here. So we're going to really zoom in here on the chart so you guys can see this if you're on a smaller device. So far, our high, the move, was on Friday the 13th. We have a lower high Saturday the 14th. And so far today, we have an inside day, which would be a lower high and also a higher low. Real quick, I spoke about this yesterday, that once these markets start to either print higher lows like we saw here on the 7th, which means a higher low than the previous day, which would have been Friday the 6th, I start to look for moves to change in direction. So for this example, a higher low from the previous day, I'm going to start to look for the markets to move higher. Now, this example here, we had an inside day. Price did close up, but not much, 0.85%. The next day we had a higher low and also a lower high. Price was up slightly, 1.87%. The next day was another higher low, but we also got the higher high. That was a big day, a 7.37% day. So fast forwarding to where we're at now. So we had a higher high here on the 12th, higher high on the 13th, lower high on the 14th, which was yesterday, Saturday. So what does that tell me? Basically, it just tells me, or it starts to flash a warning sign that, hey, doesn't mean that, Sunday won't print a higher high. But once we start to print a lower high from the previous day, I start to kind of look for markets to either trade sideways. So trade sideways, 2, start to trade down. Doesn't mean that the move's completely over, but it just starts to give me a sign that, hey, maybe we're going to be heading sideways to down for, maybe the next couple days or so. We don't really know how long that will last. What we can use, though, is today we have a higher low from yesterday. So this starts telling me that, okay, maybe again we trade sideways or we start to trend back to the upside. It's just the reverse. Yesterday was an inside day, as well as today is an inside day. All it means is we don't have a new high, we don't have a new low. You can see today's candle, we do not have a new high, or we do not have a new daily low. What we have from yesterday is we have price support. Price pulled back to the 66.9 level, 66.959 right here. This white line, perfect support. Yesterday's low was 67.031. We closed above the 66.959 as price support. Basically what this starts to tell me and, say, hey, it's possible that markets found support yesterday. We could start to trend back up with the 1 support to the higher low. And that would tell us that, hey, we could be starting to get back up to the 71.00 6 level. So, you know, how far do you want to go with looking at the markets and the daily action? Go as far as as far as possible. You can kind of just not look at it at all. I'm just kind of telling you how I kind of look at the markets, pretty quick on a daily basis. So it all starts with down here with being the higher low, another higher low, another higher low, etc. Kind of start to say, hey, maybe the winds are shifting and the trend is going to start to, or the market's going to start to pull the prices higher for a little while. All right, let's get to a quick what I think is possible here today, maybe the next couple days. Time will tell. One, what do we know? We know that our highs of the move came in on Friday the 13th. We also know that we have about 3 levels of resistance: 72, 326, 71, 745, 71, 006. These 3 levels are our price resistance right now. So as if price starts to trade back to the upside, we need to see price break above these 3 levels, starting with 71,006, 71,745, 72,326. And then we can start to talk about 75,590. And that'll also take us above the high here of September 13th, Friday. Keep in mind that this level, these 3 levels, I should say, have acted as price resistance a couple times over here, a couple times over here, lining up with the 45-degree resistance line, and then once again right here. So we'll see if that marks the top or it's just a short-term top, and we start to trade back up. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. So for today, Sunday the 15th, keep your eyes on the 66959 if markets trade lower. If markets start to rally today, keep your eye on, for starters, 71006. Also, if you missed yesterday's video, check that out. It's pretty long. It's about 18 minutes. We have new price levels: 77,319, 77,319, 88,507, 88,507. That's this orange line and this orange line as well. And that puts the price up, if we get there, call it about 14 and 30% from where the current prices are trading. So 14 to a 30% move from right now if markets rallied, this afternoon or whatever. So that's that. It all starts with this awesome breakout and support and close. Very nice. We'll see if it holds. Let's see if it can hold. Bitcoin. Right now we have resistance at 6205.47, 6205.47. Next support 58,910.50. We'll see if we get down there or not. Keep in mind, I have very large Bitcoin targets way above all-time highs, basically pushing into the 6-figure mark. For starters, obviously, it's the real key level is like that 72, 73,000 and so on. But, 96, 86.14, etc. If Bitcoin does well, Aerodrome will do very well. Bitcoin does not do well, Aerodrome will not do well either. So we'll see. Bitcoin is still in just this slightly downtrend, sideways consolidation, and maybe we're about to get that big rally breakout here. Stock market sure is looking good as of the end of last week. We'll see if it holds. Guys, thanks for watching. If you are not yet a subscriber of the channel, go ahead and join us here. All links down below. Of course, not financial advice. Feel free to share your comments down below. Let's see what happens here. Heading into Sunday. Looking good, though. We have a nice breakout took place. You guys have a great day. Of course, not financial advice.